It was not a good week to be a running back in the NFL. I mean, obviously, you had like Travis Etienne who had 147 yards, right? He looked absolutely amazing. But percentage of running back runs that gained 0 yards. Now, Giants are at 47%. The next closest is the Raiders at 41%, which I really thought the Raiders were going to have like an insane year when it came to running the ball because of Ashton Genty. I guess not. At least not week one. maybe later in the season. What did he do week one? Let's see. Genty put up 19 rushes for 38 yards and a touchdown. Yikes. Wow, that is so bad. 19 rushes, 38 yards, and a touchdown. 2 receptions, 2 targets, and 2 yards. Wow. Okay, well, again, not something, you would expect. Now, in reality, if you look at compared to, like, our running back, Chase Brown, also had very similar numbers, 21 rushes, so he had 2 more rushes, he had 4 more yards, and he had the touchdown. So, again, we also had struggles running the ball. But, yeah. Next closest is Seattle at 32% with Pittsburgh right behind them. Then you have the Chargers at 31%. Detroit Lions at 30% does surprise me. I know the Packers have a really good defensive line, but they got Gibbs, they got, Montgomery. Like, they have a pretty good running back core too. Again, it's like there are certain teams that win against the mold, right? You did have teams like the Jags that went against the mold, but majority of teams it was just not a week to be a running back, man. That's pretty much the best way to put it. Chicago, Philadelphia, Green Bay, Cleveland, Cincinnati at 29%, which is still very, very high number-wise. Atlanta at 27%. All the way down, right, to Baltimore at 19%, which that's also kind of weird to me, but I guess because Derrick Henry had 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 19% of the runs that they had went for 0 yards, but the main running back had 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I guess other than Derrick Henry, really no one was successful running for that team. Tampa Bay, and then you go all the way down to KC at 0. Which, KC had a lot of problems in that game. And mainly their only running back in that game for KC was Patrick Mahomes. He was the only one who actually ran the ball. He had 47 yards in that game because they couldn't run the ball outside of that. So, kind of surprised they're at 0, but also not really because they didn't run the ball. And if you don't run the ball, it's really easy to look good on number sheets, right? It's really easy to be like, oh yeah, they actually weren't the worst at running the ball because they didn't run it. So, hopefully this week will be a lot better. Well, not for the Jags. Hopefully the Jags have a very big setback, but hopefully this week in general is better for rushing yards because, I don't know, that's like a part of the game where you control the game. It's also fun to watch. Like, even though I hate Derrick Henry and I wish him nothing but the worst of luck in football, not in real life, obviously, but in football-wise, it is fun as a football fan to watch a player like Henry burst off a 60-yard run. That's fun to watch. It's fun to watch Chase Brown take over a game, and actually, Josh Allen called out on that whole perspective. He said how good Chase Brown actually is as a running back. Josh Hines Allen, that is, not Josh Allen, Bills guy. The Jaguars defensive end. He said that, Chase Brown's an amazing running back. So I'm excited to see, if we want to go to the Super Bowl this year, if we want to win some of these games, you have to have that rushing attack. You have to be able to control time possession, control the game, and that's something that week 1 definitely nobody did. Well, except for the Jags. Yeah. the Jaguars just had a really good run last week. And I'm hoping that we keep that in week 1, Nothing like, we don't want a sequel to that. Sometimes it's awesome to watch some things and you go, we don't need that again. We really do not need this whole Jacksonville goes off and does crazy things again. Anyway, guys, make sure to like and subscribe button down below. Yesterday was a very crazy day for obvious reasons, and I hope everyone today is feeling a little bit better, maybe a little bit, up the mood a little bit, and it was a sad day yesterday. So hearts and prayers out to the families affected, and yeah. Sorry, I'm like, when I talk about this stuff, I'm almost gonna cry. So, sorry. Prayers out to everyone affected yesterday, or 2 days ago now. Well, no, it was yesterday. See you guys next one.